Закрывайте глаза, close your eyes. The intent is to align yourself with the source energy. Намерение добиться слияния с источником энергии, всего и всех. The intent is to be aligned with the source energy of everything and everyone. So when I say Om, Om is a divine prayer. A divine prayer means something that you call out to. A prayer is a medium of connecting to the original source. Молитва– это средство общения с источником. So you are going to be using the power of the Om prayer. What is a prayer? A prayer is a call out. Oh God, and the God can be anything. Whatever you think is more important than you is your God. It can be money, it can be sex, it can be whatever you think will make you happy. You think that your presence on this planet is meant to make money. So money is your God. Whatever you think is more important than you is your God. If you think money, then it is money. If you think it's sex, then it's sex. If you think it's relationship, it's relation. If you think it's service, then it's service. Whatever you think is worth it to be on the planet. And that worthiness gives you happiness. We are all looking for happiness. So whatever you think is bigger than you and gives you happiness is your God. And prayer is a bridge, as well as a tool, as well as the end point. And I'll explain it. It's all these three things. It's your means, which means a tool. So you use a prayer. It's the method also of how you cross the bridge. And a prayer is also the end objective. So meditation is to become aligned meditation is done by you, and it's not something which you totally control. Meditation is a state that you achieve. I have to check. Meditation is a state that you achieve when your plan, when your intention is to become one with God. God is anything on this planet that you consider to be important, more important than the puny you. So when you come to this planet, if you start to make more and more money, then money is your God. If you start to think, oh, I'll use this money to have more relationship, which is basically at the end of the day sex with or without respect, then that's your God. If you think, oh, with this money I will have respect, then that's your God. Whatever. If you think that money will enable you to have a vacation and lie down on the sand in the sun, and there will be water near, and you will have some sweet drink and pina colada, and if that's your symbol, whatever is, then that is your God, because that's what is giving to your way of thinking that you called your mind and intellect happiness. So whatever gives you your happiness is filling up the crack that you call sadness inside you and making you happy. A prayer is a divine sound, and it does three things at the same time. It is your tool to reach out to God in whichever form you think God is. It is your method also. So you read a prayer and it creates the bridge between you and God. It is the tool, it is the method, and the hidden factor is that it's also the end objective. So a prayer is all these three things, and it is powered by your intention. If you will think to yourself that Om is just a sound like millions of other sounds, Om is a sound like apple and beta and Charlie and delta and dog and whatever. If it's just a sound in your mind, then nothing will happen. But everyone in this group has had many lives. And many lives means that we have had many religions. So the divine sounds are special sounds because humanity believes in them. Out of all the billions of sounds, a billion people from India believe in Om. You can also go with the billions who believe in Allah. You can also go with the ones who believe in Adonai, Yahweh, or God in any way, or Buddha. All these sounds are divine and magical sounds leading you from wherever you are and giving you the happiness that you think is sex, money. Why do people call out to God? Why? You think that you have a crack in you, and that crack is saying, I need more sex, I need more money, I need more respect. And you think that God will say, yes, I'm gonna give you this. How much you want? 200 grams of this, okay. 300 grams of this, okay. And you guys are very, very good. Thank you, thank you. I prayed for 10 hours and I pray every day, and I said the name of the God, and God is so good. And the Mother Mary, Jesus, Shiva, Brahma, Buddha, you guys are all good guys. I prayed to you the n number of times, and you gave me the n number of hours, and you gave me everything that I'd wanted. Now I'm lying down in the sun, and under the sun, and this is sand below me, and there is water near me, and this is mine. And I was able to have some amount of sex also, and I'm now happy. I prayed and I got my happiness. And so most of the time, 99% of the people don't believe in a God, because they're saying, if there is a God, then where is my lottery ticket? Why is it that I'm not more happy? So 90% nowadays have a tendency to become atheist. No, no, no. If there was a God, of course, I'll be having more relationships, I'll be having more toys, I'll be having more respect around me. So if that's not there, then that means that there is no God. No, no, no. How can there be a God? How can a God be there when there is COVID around on the planet? Is the God so stupid? So we have a concept, that since there is COVID, we can use anything. Since there is COVID and people are dying, so there is no God. Since I don't have enough respect, so there is no God. Since I do not have enough amount of love that I wanted in my life, so no God. And since I do not have enough thingies and toys, money, so there is no God. No, no, no. How can there be a God? He's stupid. Otherwise, doesn't he see how special I am? And if there was a God, then why is it that there is sadness on the planet? Tell me. No, if there is a God, then God is love. Then why is there sadness on the planet? Why is there COVID? I want more happiness, and happiness is, of course, having a lot of these things. I have to repeat. There are more people joining now. Okay, what has to be communicated can be communicated by repetition. It's like a hammer coming down on a nail. So most of us on the planet right now are going through a time where very few people have a framework of belief. What that means is ultimately, if there was God, I'll be having more orgasms. Since the number of orgasms in my life is around 40 to 90% less than I want. No, no, no. God is not there, or if he's there, he's stupid. My quota is not full. So people are angry at life and this and that, and no, there is no all-powerful God. How would a powerful God allow COVID? And how would a powerful God not see that I need a lottery, that I need at least two, three relationships with Hollywood-looking like guys, etc. And why is it that I'm not a movie star? And like you, why is it that people are not adoring me? So all this lack of these things leads me into a doubt that there can't be a God. God means a super intelligent being, and that super intelligent being has to explicitly focus onto my life and say, you are the greatest. You are the gift to the universe. And now you can have all the orgasms you want. Because people go for money, and then what do they need the money for? To buy things. And what do you need a Ferrari for when you can do with a Mazda or whatever, so that you can impress the opposite sex? And what do you want the opposite sex for? So that you can spend time with them. What do you want to spend the time for? Sex. So at the end of the day, it comes down to sex. Sorry. So if there is a God, I will be having more and more of that sex thing that they call. As it is, I have got less, and with age, it's going down, and this all that. If there was really a God, then it would be the other way around. I would be born 27, or maybe 32. And then every day I would be 32 and 32 and 32. Or maybe some days I'll be 18. And that's the every day on my life I'll be 18, and that's my life. That's what I want. And if it's not there, means that God is really stupid. So there cannot be such a thing as a stupid God. You don't have to be an Einstein to see how special I am, how much I deserve to be adored, to be like in the Hollywood, to have paparazzi, to have wherever I go, people jumping up and taking my autographs, getting photographed, having Instagram in which there are millions and billions of people, because that is what happiness is. Since I'm not happy, means there is no God. Since there is no God, means I am a scientific product of two people having sex, and the sperm and the zygote and everything, and they clicked together. People saw each other, they liked each other, there was penetration, there was may have been violent, they may have been love or not love, but definitely they had sex. And now I'm a product of sex, so of course I'm going to be looking for sex, because sex is the only thing that is against death, because death is the I'm not anymore, but if I have sex, maybe my genes or something will carry forward. So that's all my life is: sex and death and toys to play around with, so that I can enjoy my time on the planet. And of course, no God. And you don't need a God for this concept. So most people are living like that. Most people are living in a place where God is not really, God is neither is God a priority, neither is God a need, and neither is God anywhere on the horizon. So we have sort of killed, murdered, done away with God. And now, and now we are in a world where we consider, okay, love is there, but love is also something divine. So no, love is just attraction, attraction of the body, and we are content. We are content. Love is for the pictures, etc., but it's actually just attraction, just the desire to have sex, and sex is there so that death is not there, and death is the final zero, zeroing out of everything. So since death zeroes out everything, I have got whatever time I have got. I have to be having as much amount of sex as I can, and that's it. And then people live like that. And since you can't have sex because you need consent from the other side, there comes the Maya factor. The Maya is an illusion of thinking in our that money will solve it. Money will definitely will solve it. So I'm going to spend all my life trying to make money, no matter. And because there is no God, so really, who cares? He isn't there. And anyway, the way to big money is only by doing something here or there. And money is limited. So I must have more, and the other person should have less. And I'm always in a fight of constant, I'm going to be in a jungle survival sort of thing. More money and less to you, more to me. What's in it for me? And that's the way to live. And this way is propagated. This way of life, living for yourself. What's in it for me? When you work in the corporate world, if you want to sell anything, if you want to get any work done at a corporate level, it's all what's in it for me. You understand what the other guy wants. You understand what's in it from me from the other guy's perspective. And then you go to the other guy and then say, you know what, if this gets done, then that's to your benefit. If I have, and you can even like, you can even use it for the highest thing, which is getting sex on the planet, which is like, okay, now, so if you have sex with me, you will have brownie points or your self-respect will go up. I swear, if you get to that level of like being able to convince marketing that you are able to sell yourself, if you have sex with me, your self-respect, which is leaking out in the third energy zone of self-esteem, the chakra of self-esteem, is yours is all broken up. But if you have sex with me, I think it will be improved. You will have it. So the point is that we don't believe in a God, but a lot of people still believe in energy because we can feel the energy, etc. So we think, oh, yes, energy is there. And of course, it's there. When you go to a bar, there's a different energy. When you go to a meditation place, there's a different energy. When you're praying, etc., there's a different energy. And when the energy is light, you feel good. And when the energy is heavy, you feel distressed. And there are even cases of people becoming prisoners to this energy, feeling the energy and never going beyond it. Yesterday, someone called me and in a panic, and all these panic attacks, etc., that people have, and the stress that people have, they are a natural part. The panic and the fear that is rampant everywhere, and that panic adds to our becoming more and more focused on money because we think that money creates that illusion. Have me, you will have more sex, you will have more respect, you will have more thingies. And these thingies, the latest iPhone, the latest car, the latest clothes, the latest whatever attribute is. The bag, oh my God, if it has got Y, if it has got which one it is, oh, Louis Vuitton, if it has got L and V written on it. I noticed the bag to someone and I say, hey, you have got this Louis Vuitton bag. That means you're doing well. No, no, no. This bag is not 2,500 as I thought it was, because I had to buy one. I have got two daughters and I had to buy on her birthday. She wanted, so no, this even another, this is their best series. This is a 5,000 and it was just a crummy looking brownish bag with LV written on it. But the person's self-esteem is so weak that we start thinking that a bag with LV is happiness. So we have these bags. Today I saw a lady with a scarf that I've seen all over the world. That brownish, hideously looking with squares on it, but it's the
I
Burberry
don't
and
hear the way he talks.
okay. So it's the Burberry bag. And if anyone has a problem with hearing or something, you'll have to write to me. I can change the headphones. That's all that I can do. So that scarf, it costs less than 10 cents, sells for $500 and is all over the world. And people keep on buying it, thinking that it is making them exclusive. Here are we can buy a 10 cent scarf for $500. It's a brown scarf, light brown, shitty looking scarf with black lines on it, but it's the style of Burberry, and everyone has it, including at my home. I got two daughters, I told you. And it's prestigious. People think that having this scarf is going to make me exclusive. How? Why? There's no logic in it. But just by virtue of having that capacity to spend that money on a stupid thing makes us feel special. Because we live in a godless world. We live where we demean God. No, 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 no. I don't have enough things. I don't have enough money. No one on the planet is really noticing the real me. And I don't have adequate amount of love from the external world. Because if I had, if there was a God, he would make everyone see how special I am. And that speciality will be translated into people asking me for my autographs, for me having all the toys in the world, Burberry and Louis Vuitton and this and that, and everything would be branded. And then I would be happy. So it's a huge consumeristic jailhouse of assumptions and presumptions that we have drawn ourselves to. And of course, in God doesn't come as a brand. You don't have a. If God was like, oh, my brand of God is like Gucci Shiva, or it would be like Versace Jesus. I swear, people will come and line up. Promise you, guaranteed. If you had a Jesus like Versace Jesus and a Gucci Shiva, then people may buy into something. No, no, the Gucci has like these guys, these Italian guys, they have scammed the whole world by saying that they are, by somehow showing to the world that whatever was in their mind and they put into this. Versace had that loin thing from the Italian times, which was just a fountain where he used to drink water. And that became his motto and the credo and everything. And now the whole world thinks, oh, that's so classic. Yeah, it is. It shows a loin with mane, etc. But these are perceptions and stupid assumptions. Just two dudes, Italian dudes, they just created this lines, etc. Everyone, oh, It's so divine. And some of the really people who are into fashion, etc., they say, oh, you really like this? Yes, I like this. Okay. But these are just clothes at the end of the day. These are just clothes. And people are willing to pay exorbitant because the third chakra of self-esteem has vanished. And why? Because people don't have a God. And even if there is a God, people have a dualistic view. Some people do believe in a God, but in a God that is indifferent or who is dead. Also, someone, he's there, but he's dead, indifferent, cold towards me, cold. He doesn't really care about me so much, not really. I asked him so many times to give me the more Versace or Gucci or Lucci or Louis Vuitton. They didn't even respond once. I prayed to him so many times, and I prayed to him so many times for ultimately more again. Sorry, sex. And he doesn't listen to me. And I asked him for more self-respect. Also, he doesn't give it to me. I asked him for a better car, doesn't give to me. And I asked him, okay, you can't give me, that's okay. If you don't give me, that's okay. Mr. God, that's okay. But then give to the other neighbors less than I have. At least do that. Why should they have a better car than me? Huh? You tell me. Why should they have the Lucci? So if you can't do that, if you can't make them have, then you are not of value to me. So people are angry at a God. And if you read the Old Commandment, it's full of a God who is angry. In the Old Commandment, when Moses brought down the 10 Commandments, the rules were very eye for an eye, this, that, very, very concrete. If you do this, and there was some God I do not know, whose name was Baal. And God used to really get crazy mad if someone would be praying to God that would be called Baal, Baal, and he would then destroy everything. Another, please, Sodom and Gomorrah primarily had a lot of homophobic people. So just so that you know that everything is about, in the story of Sodom, two of the angels come to the house of Job. Sorry, to Noah. And Noah says, no, I'm not going to give you to the outside world. And no, it's not Noah, sorry. It's Lot. So he's the one saved from the Sodom. So two guests come who are angels, and the town people come around. We want to really know these people in the biblical sense. And he says no. So that's why he's saved. And the God says, I'm going to rain fury on these people, etc. And Lot's wife turns around when the destruction and turns into salt. So different things are happening, but it's symbolical. Don't go. But the point is, there is a God who is angry over there. At our times, we are taking that I'm angry at God. I don't believe in a God. That's extreme. That's extreme anger. I'm angry at a God who did not give me Louis Vuitton, who doesn't give me a 24 by 7 orgasms, a God who has created in now a world in which no one knows me, no one asks for my autographs, there is no paparazzi around me. So I'm going to be angry at a God. In fact, I'm going to negate him out. And we do this, and then we are surprised at what's happening in the world. Why is it going so sideways? We are surprised at it because when we negate out God, God is not only ourselves, God is everything. But instead of God, let's go to a neutral territory. Think of it as creator energy. Creator. Someone has, okay, you don't believe in a God, that's okay. But someone created this planet, someone created you, And if you think that you were born out of a sperm and everything like that, someone created those sperms. Someone created your relatives. Whoever, if you want to go back and say that you were up from apes, someone created. If you want to say that evolution also happened because in the primal world the sparks flew, etc., that experiment has never been proved. Like they have replicated Earth's atmosphere and conducting lightning millions of times, no, nothing alive. With all the amino acids, nothing really happened. So even if the lightning was there, someone created that lightning. So just don't think of God, because God creates so much of God leads you to a place where you, in reality, identify and take out your anger at your life, at your parents, just by going with the word God. Go with the source creator of everything and everyone. And what is that? You do know that all of you, you are over in this class, so you feel energy. And energy, you can feel that sometimes it's good, it's bad, and that's just the judgment call. All energy is from the creator. And now think of Om, Amin, Allah as sounds, because in the past, humanity, which is also an extension of you, aren't you human? Yes, you are. Aren't you on the same planet? Yes, you are. Aren't you connected by time with all the past and present? Think of time as a thread knitting us all together. Think of space as something packing us together, not as something keeping us apart. Think of all these connections. Think of everyone and everything in the same autobus that we call Mother Earth, traveling somewhere, and everyone is having a different seat. Think of everything connected. And then this whole complicity, this everything together, the autobus, the earth, which we call the time, space, everything. And the awareness, if you had everything, but you were not aware of it, then it would be a zero. So awareness is the primary thing. If everything was there, the planet was there, the time was there, all the other people were there, but you were not aware of it, for you it would be a zero. And all these millions of thoughts and things that happen, they are processed by a single entity inside your body. Now this single awareness, if it was not there, nothing would be there, at least for you objectively. So that one awareness is the true link, is the one priority, the true link between you and the creator. Don't call it God right now. And that creator of which you, me, and everything and everyone is an outflow, is the result. It's like the sun, from the sun, different rays have branched out. And each ray has got the same attributes of the sun, like a spark. But our mind says, oh, the spark is little, the sun is so big. That's just a mind game of objectifying and quantifying and qualifying. Don't go for that. The spark has the same shiny thing which is inside the sun. So that same thing which connects you, me, everything, everyone, time, space, earth, think of that being as an attribute or faces of God now, the expanded version of God, not a Mr. God, not a Gucci Bog God, not a Mr. Versace Jesus. No, no branded, no personality, but everything that you know, everything that has happened in your life, all those hurts and non-hurts and good and bad, combined together, being processed through a single awareness that is sitting inside your body behind the two eyes. And now I want you to indulge me. Just trust the scriptures, I would say, the Indian scriptures. The same awareness, the power of awareness, not the fact that you see things, but the fact that you can see things. That awareness. Think of it once more as a tree of life in which each one of when functioning and thinking as a human being. As a human being, your two eyes see, show you everything is different. You are different, that is different, and you have different agendas, and you have a thinking that God is there, God may not be there. These are all your personal thoughts. Keep them to yourself. But there is a power that enables you to think. Whatever you think is your right. That is a power that enables you to see. Whatever you see is also within your right. You can turn your head here, there. A power that enables you to speak. And you can speak against, you can say, F you, God, I don't have enough. That's okay. But that power that enables you to deny God is God, or rather an attribute of God. So the power of negation, there is no God or there is a God, that power is the divine entity spread everywhere, and it is hidden and not hidden at the same time. The Indians have the story of the 10th man. So the 10th man story is basically that 10 guys went off were crossing the river, and then when they came out, they started to count, and every time they counted ninth, and they started to cry, oh, the 10th is missing, the 10th is missing, the 10th is missing. And then someone came smarter than them, you, me, anyone who were from the outside, and said, no, the 10th is not missing, stand, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because we don't count ourselves as being gods. We count ourselves as this biological entity born out of sex, and then we live in a world of limitations, restrictions, and a huge smallness. We give value to things. If I had a Hollywood life, if I was asked for this, if I was more respected by people, if you respect yourself by aligning yourself with the fact that there is a godly like divine presence inside you, flowing out from your eyes, from your nose, from your mouth, there is a godly like divinity flowing out, this energy of divine flowing out from your body. You don't breathe out just from your nose, you breathe out from all your body. So think of it that you're breathing out, in and out, divine energy throughout your life. But this energy you know not, you just see, oh, it's just oxygen, then that's your right. But right now, each one of us, each one of us is now going to be inhaling and exhuming from your body, not from your nose, but from your whole body. You are going to be exuding, you're going to be giving out only God's divine love and gratitude for having this life in which you can even negate out the very source of which you are a part. That's up to you. So that huge amount of freedom that we have. And everyone, when we were coming on this planet, actually said, I don't want this Hollywood life. I had a Hollywood life and it was all empty. And in a previous life, I was famous and didn't really do anything at the end of it. At the end of my life, I was just autograph writing the ex actor or something, and my films look good when I was young, but all my life I was getting old and I was stuck in different things. And if it doesn't matter if you are an actor, famous or not, if you are any person on the planet, it doesn't matter. We all have got challenges. You can be Rockefeller, and Rockefeller's son left him in anger and died in Amazon because he wanted to step out of his father's shadows. And there are tons of that, tons and millions of them. So there are millions of these rich people who we envy, but there's nothing to envy because the richness of the money, it's an illusion that money will make you happy. The only joy that you need is the joy of serving, of making. When you're looking for happiness, the only happiness is if you make someone else happy. And that happiness doesn't have to be anything at all. When I say Om, just breathe in gently. Om. Namo from your heart. Spread out gratitude for having this life. No matter what you judge or what you think, doesn't matter. But for this power of awareness in which you can even negate out a God, the creator, you can say F you to him. That amount of power has never been had by humanity. Now you have it. So breathe in Om, and then full of your power, divine power of being one with God. You are the spark that left the sun to have adventures. Adventures do not mean that you went to the jungle and took down your whole room, your TV you took, your internet you took, and everything you took, etc. And then what sort of adventure you had in the jungle? So of course, in the jungle, you, which is also known as planet Earth, you came for adventures without your usual attributes. And when you came here, you got lost. You started to think, oh, I'm on this planet and I'm disconnected. You are on this planet. Your feet are connected to the Mother Earth. The Mother Earth is connected to everything, everyone. But you are thinking, no, I'm disconnected. You are on this planet. We are all breathing the same air. And you are thinking that I'm disconnected. I'm alone. You're surrounded by so many people. And then you start to think, COVID is happening. So I have to put on a mask. And now COVID is bad. There is no God. Of course, death is always there. That always will be there. Smile at the thought of yourself dying and COVID is done with. Think of it as a necessary blessing that God has created. And God, and the deepest part of you, not the surface part, which is I'm just this animal, I want to have more of this, I want to have more of that, etc. No, not that part. The deepest part, which says my job on this planet is to serve, make others happy, because the only happy people are those who help others. Whether you have money or you don't have money, you are helping others, you're going to be joyous. People with money can buy physical comforts or fake respect, but people who are serving others, and that service can be just be reading a prayer for someone else. Someone today called me, always in a panic for 5 years. So I was saying, "Oh, did you pray? Yes, I prayed. And I asked, what did you pray? Because I don't feel any impact. I've been asking you to pray for 5 years, and you have been praying for 5 years, and you are still have panic attacks, and you are jealous, and you need the latest Mercedes to be feeling like relevant on this planet, etc., and being validated. You need like really expensive stuff to be feel. Why is it that if you're praying every day half an hour, tell me what is it that you're praying to? And the answer was, I am praying the Pleiadian prayer. Oh my God. So I checked out what is this Pleiadian thing. And it seems there is a group of people who use the word, yes, love is the everything, etc. But all the people are supposed to be from they go into a meditation trance. Now I'm from the planet Pleiad and I bring happiness to the mankind. Yes, 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 yes. And then you all are Pleiadians, you all are special. And then this person uses some prayer, etc. And I was begging her, look, it's your balance, your mind. Please do the prayer of our Father in heaven. I cannot do that because I don't believe in a father figure who is taking care of all, and I have anger at my own father. And I said, after 5 years of training, that's why you're nowhere. Use the classical images, which is the cross, Om, Allah, Buddha. I even saw someone who was Raelian, and that's just a journalist who decided to create his own religion. And he's pretty good looking, and his religion has got a lot of sex in it. So a lot of people, celebrities, became Raelians. And someone should, I am a Raelian. And that medal had all the symbols of God combined together with a river showing that Raelian is connecting them, etc. And they believe that Mr. Rael is God and sex is good, which is not a bad philosophy if that's what you want to go for. But I want you to, all of you who are into energy and can feel light and dark and all that, you have to go to the source because the source is the source of all energy, all light as well as dark. And you have to fall in love with the dark also. The dark also has its place, baby. The dark is there to help you with the light. The moment the sun was formed, the shadow was formed immediately. We are afraid of the extreme darkness, which is Satan, but Satan is just someone else. That's what it means in old Aramaic, someone else. And Satan and God are the best of friends. They just create this contrast. The more we watch the movie called Exorcist and we see these things, the more we pray. They are the bestest of friends. God is all powerful. If he wanted to take out Satan, he would. All the exorcists are, what is your name? What is your name? What is your name? And once they have the name, in the name of God, I push you out. And that's what happens in all the thing. And that's the standard thing, etc. But Satan is just, no, I don't want to tell you my name. And then it doesn't work out. But the point is that all these things, they seem to be very different. But at the end result of watching an exorcism or something like that, something that gives you horrors, makes you pray more. So how is that bad? It's not. It's not. So you have to see the light, the dark, and you are all into the world of energy, but you have to go to the source energy using traditional, none of this Palladian, none of this, just the traditional, the most traditional, the original prayers. It can be Our Father in Heaven, it can be Om Namo Shiva, it can be Amin, it can be Allah Akbar, it can be Om Mani Padme Hum, or any religion, Zoroastrian, whichever, but go to the traditional, to the core, go to the core, not the flavors, because the flavors are not going to take you where it needs to be done, where you need to be going. These are the deepest teachings. We are going to a level of awareness so that you can serve. And when you serve, because you are fulfilling your purpose on the planet, your third energy center of self-esteem will be automatically activated. Because when you are living for your body and your body needs these things, etc., and then the body has got then you are in a world of physical, materialistic, restricted, very, very narrow vision of life. Only 1% of the things that we see have got a true nature. 99% of the world we don't see. The atoms, they are 99.9999926 times not there. That's a huge truth. You can Google it up. So live your life to the fullest first by serving. And when this time on this planet is being spent, think of it that you have got n amount of restricted money this time on this planet, and you're using it for others. I pray for you, I pray for you, I pray for, oh, you made me angry, I pray for you 10 times more. Then your self-esteem is activated, the sense of divine is activated consequently in the heart, and you don't need anything from this freaking planet, not even sex. That's a high stage. I know about that stage only theoretically. I have not practiced it, I have not experienced it. I'm adding a disclaimer right now, but theoretically, you get to that stage. And it might be, for me, it's one thing, for you, it might be, oh, I'm not going to be using, my daughter just said no to Amazon for the Lent, but I'm not going to be doing any internet shopping or whatever is your weakness, that will be gone when you activate your self-esteem. To activate the self-esteem, we activate the heart, because most people are living from the head, and the head has got crazy notions nowadays. It is polluted. Our minds are polluted with thoughts from the external world, that if you have Louis Vuitton, then you are a better person. If you are living the Hollywood dream, then you are a better person. All that is crap. Princes and princesses, etc. I was watching Grace movie, the princess of Monaco, who was the Hollywood royalty, Grace Kelly. And then what a shitty life she had in Monaco. She became the princess, and it was all full of intrigues and stress, and she finally had a tragic life. So the point is, do not envy anyone. Your main mission, I can guarantee you that, is to be yourself, but with a laughing heart. Is to be yourself, but with a laughing heart, smiling at all your adventures of having and not having enough from the material. You have enough relationship, good. You don't have enough relationship, that's just an error in your judgment. You have enough clothes, good. You don't have enough clothes, again an error in your judgment, mostly because we are all in North America. You are all using the internet to get to me, so I'm pretty sure that you're not dying of COVID in a place like India where it's hunger and this and that, etc. So I'm pretty sure that none of you has got a real need. And self-respect, that third chakra thing, everyone is, it's like a flu. It's more terrible than COVID because it eats you from the inside. It eats you from the inside, this lack of self-respect. And you don't have, most of us don't have self-respect because we don't do a shit for anyone else. It's everything is what's in it for me. And the head says, be pragmatical, look after yourself, look after the number one, etc. And then our heart cannot function because all these thoughts of what's in it for me and I want this and I need this, they close the fountain of our heart. The heart was meant to spread love everywhere unconditionally because everything is a part of us. We are part of everything. So just like the left hand wishes to the right hand blessings the moment it sees that we are connected. The left eye wishes to the right eye blessings the moment see, oh, we are connected. We are just different outlooks. That's all. In different places. Yeah, but connected, connected, connected. The whole humanity is connected. There is nothing, no one unconnected. So when I say Om, you have listened to my rant, but it's not really mine. The universe is also now taking extreme steps to knock to the door of your heart. I'm very, very shy. I don't really even want to talk a lot. But the universe, I'm letting the universe, the higher powers use me, abuse me, so that maybe some of you will feel the knock on your heart, open your heart, feel the energy of the prayers, and your heart will automatically spread, and that will activate your self-esteem, putting a balance to your life so that you live your life in full harmony without the need for external validation of these fake validations of cards and relationships and things and achievements in the everything. All that is just a fake validation. So closing your eyes, and the universe and you are going to be blessing yourself. Imagine in the center of the forehead, the mystical point. Our bodies reflect the universe, and the universe has got portals, just like in the sci-fi. Portals which take you from one to another, like a wormhole. So see this point, the Ajna Chakra, as a portal taking you from the small, restricted, limited human body with a name and face to deep inside yourself. So when I say Om, focusing over out here in the center of the forehead where the eyebrows meet, focusing on that point, and the universe is blessing you. So all of you are going to be feeling it. We are all connected. Om, go deep inside yourself, drill down. Om. And now drop down to your heart. Namo. Make the heart an open lotus. Inside the lotus, create a church of joy, a temple of clarity and enlightenment. of love, light, and laughter. If your heart doesn't have love, light, and laughter, then it's a sick heart. Make it well by opening your heart like a lotus when I say Namo, imagining a church over there or any holy place, a masjid, a temple, and inside the temple, see yourself smiling, laughing, smiling and laughing, smiling and laughing at yourself in the past. Open the doors, as I say, Shiva, open the doors of your temple and share your joy of enlightenment with everything and everyone. So, Om Namo, and as I say Namo, your whole heart shines so that you exude. Just instead of oxygen being given off from your all the pores of your body, you are going to be exuding pure golden love. Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om. Full focus in the center of the forehead. Feel the blessings of the universe. This is enlightenment happening right now. Om Namo, dropping down to your heart so that your heart becomes a lotus, and in some cases, it's like a rose. In some cases, and inside that rose, some are seeing themselves as a mini energy, and some are able to see a church or a temple. Namo. Shiva, radiate out love, light, and laughter from each pore of your body so that you vanish. You, as a name and a form, totally vanish. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Shiva is the name for conditional name for the infinity of love that we know as God. So Om Namo Shiva means I see the infinity of love in my own self. I see the infinity of love in everything and everyone. Om Namo Shiva. From your heart, send out love, light, and laughter to everything and everyone. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om. For those who joined just now, Om, focusing on the third eye in the center of the forehead, feel the energy of blessing flowing in like a laser, entering your universe, which you also know as body. Let it drop to your heart. The moment the energy of Om touches your heart, it becomes not me, Namo, not your limited self of body and mind and intellect with a name and a face. You activate divine energy inside yourself, and you, in your truest self, as love, light, and laughter, in the deepest part of your heart, sitting in a temple of joy, you open the doors of that church or temple and radiate out love, light, and laughter to everything and everyone so that each pore of your body is spreading love, light, and laughter as golden light unconditionally to everything and everyone, and especially to whatever had hurt you in the past. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And as a group, we send blessings to everyone, and whoever's name is mentioned, they will send out love, light, and laughter to heal themselves on the past. The moment we send out love, light, and laughter to whatever had caused us to feel hurt and small, when we send love, light, and laughter with the prayer, because the prayer is once more is three things. It is the tool for enlightenment because it is a call from the limited you to the infinite you, which is everything and everywhere, to the mini you, to the greater you, which is God. So it is a call, the prayer. The second, it's also the bridge, the methodology to go from A to B, from the mini you to the higher you. But it is also the third thing in itself, the process, the tool, and the result are all the same in a word of prayer. So it is also your alignment and your assimilation and your communion with God. Om Namo. So we send to each other as a group, we are sending love to the people who just joined, also Angela. And she sends love to whatever happened 3 years and 5 months ago, a break, and 8.5 years ago, a huge disconnect. So we send love to her, she sends love to these events, and they are resolved. The things which are in the mind were just thoughts, are just like clouds. But if we say this was good or bad in my life, then those thoughts become manifest and create cracks in our heart because then we have anger and sadness. Sending love to whatever happened immediately empowers us to heal ourselves of the past so that we can serve with happiness others. If we are ourselves unhappy, and sometimes people will tell me, oh, I want to be a yoga teacher. And I tell them, but you are depressed. So you have to be in a place of sharing love, light, and laughter if you want to grow. Om Namo Shiva. We're sending love, light, and laughter to Chi and for her operation. Om Namo Shiva. And we're sending love, light, and laughter to for Stephanie, whatever happened when she was 17 years and 2 months, and whatever happened 13 months ago. Om Namo Shiva. We're sending love, light, and laughter to Galina and all her relationships, all her relatives. Om Namo Shiva. The group is sending love, light, and laughter to Zarina, and she's sending it to all her relationships and everyone in Israel. Om Namo Shiva. We're sending it love, light, and laughter to Laura and to whoever is in her heart. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Sending love, light, and laughter to Hal, and he is asking for management of his diseases. Diseases with age are not going to go away because the body has an expiry date, but the ability to manage them better, that we can always invoke. Om Namo Shiva. and Julia's heart is dancing. Om Namo Shiva. Om Naro Shiva. Ira and her daughter. Om Namo Shiva. Sending love to Sam and whatever happened 4 years and 2 months ago. Om Namo Shiva. Vera and her daughter. Om Namo Shiva. Rita, her daughter, and her friend. Om Namo Shiva. Diana and all the stress from the jobs, all that leaves her as she sends love and gratitude for the jobs, for all the co-workers, higher and whatever their role in their life, all the co-workers. Om Namo Shiva, and that removes the stress. Om Namo Shiva. Sending love, light, and laughter to Jia and whatever happened 8 months ago. And then 15 months ago, there is a break. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Sending love, light, and laughter to Jenna and whatever happened when she was 23 years and 23 and a half, basically. Om Namo Shiva. To Julia and to all her in-laws. Om Namo Shiva. Elena and to whatever happened, yeah, around 3 years ago, 2 years and 10 months. Everyone has got something that happened. Everything is always happening, but there are things which we start to carry over it. So whatever happened when 19 and a half, 19 years and 4 months, a tall person is there, and whatever happened. One year and 8 months ago. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Marina. Om Namo Shiva. Marina and her son. Om Namo Shiva. Preeti and her stress of exams and fears of failure. You have to remove them. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. And you offer Om Namo Shiva to your mother and to all the feminine energy on the planet. So no one has any issues from now on with any representative of the feminine energy on the planet. Om Namo. Sending love to the total feminine energy on the universe. All your anger at your mothers and at any feminine entity on the planet is removed. Om Namo. You see every feminine entity on the planet as representing the Shakti energy, the divine energy without which creation would just be a lump of mass. Om Namo, the empowering energy. Shiva. Now we send from our heart love to all the father energy, masculine energy. Om Namo Shiva. So that there is no more anger at any male energy on the planet. No memories of father hit me, father was like this, or this man hit me, or this man was good or bad. All these are just judgment. They are washed away. As we pray and see the divine source, the sun, the burning sun, which burns itself for others. It burns, but burns for others. We become like the mother earth, supporting others unconditionally, like the father sun, burning for others. And this activates our self-esteem in the stomach area where we have issues. Oh, I am agreeing to this, I'm not agreeing to these things in the past. The stomach keeps things from the past. As all our anger and judgments at male and female energy is removed, our stomach is able to absorb and let go. Om Namo Shiva. The heart, which was closed with due to thoughts from the head, this is good, this is bad, I need these things. All those thoughts are removed. The heart is unconditionally radiating love, flowing out from each and every pore of your life and of your body. Oh, and you're fully self-realized in this second when you do not need to take anything from the world, but you're just giving joy to the others, giving joy from this divine light flowing out from your heart. You're letting go of all your personal hang-ups. I want this, I want that. You're totally without any desires except to continue to serve by exuding and spreading love, light, and laughter. Oh, and you are fully enlightened. You see yourself as a golden light in the deepest part of your heart, with the only mission to serve in any way that you can in your life. If you are a mother, you are going to be the bestest mothers. If you are going to a father, if you are a lover, you are going to be if you are a student, worker, whatever role you are doing, you will do it to the best of your ability, letting go of any judgment that you have at whatever result you have, accepting all results as blessings from the universe. All results. Even if we go for a COVID and we die, it's a blessing from the universe because this is happening at a level of body while we are functioning at a level of eternal soul energy of love, light, and laughter in the center of the heart. So you go beyond your thoughts, we go to the original source and become one with the original source, which is totally unconditional golden light. Oh, just focus on the golden light in the center of your heart. Oh, oh, oh. Heal yourself of any desires for anything from the external world. The only desire you should be having is to give endlessly love, light, and laughter to others. Oh, oh, oh. Smile with your golden heart and share it with the creator of your life in total silence. Good. So you have to go with very basic technique, imagining over out a Om or cross or Allah or Buddha's face, feeling the Om Namo Shivaya, Om Mani Padme Hum, Allah Akbar, any traditional religious from any religion, and feeling the energy of the prayer going inside, dropping to your heart so that your heart becomes a temple or a church, and then spreading love. So we can do it Om Namo Shivaya, Om Mani Padme Hum, Amin, Adonai, Allahu Akbar, whichever you like, whichever you like. So that's the technique. And spread love, light, and laughter from your shining heart. And your self esteem will then be remaining activated. And the moment you have stress or anger at anyone or any situation, send love, light, and laughter with any prayers to that using this, and your balance will be maintained. And you will be fearless on this planet without any jealousy or envy or comparison, because you will be self satisfied with your own good and light. Thank you. And if you have any questions regarding what was told about your life, etc., or you want more, you can contact on psychicyoga@gmail.com. Okay. And I never charge anything. All you have to do is just get in touch. And if you need any assistance, yeah, it's all a service. So no issues. So if you have any questions right now, you can ask any question right now also. I'm going to stop.